Welcome back. You're still watching All Angles here on eNCA. Thank you for staying with us. Pressure is mounting on government to slash fuel prices. Members of the Congress of South African Trade Unions, that's Cosatu, are today marching in Durban to say enough is enough. They're set to hand over a memorandum to the office of the Premier. Our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is monitoring this march. She joins us now to bring us up to speed in terms of their demands. Lethiwe, tell me exactly what it is that the people who you are with are demanding. I mean, whatever it is, as a South African and as a motorist, I think I'd agree.
Well, Masako, I actually couldn't catch your question there, but right now we are on the Durban CBD where Cosatu are marching against the high fuel prices. I just want to ask my colleague to show you exactly what the situation is right now. We are on the CBD in Durban, and members of Cosatu have come out in protest calling for these high fuel prices to be slashed by government. They are also calling for the wages for employees in the country to be increased, saying that the high cost of living is unfair to South Africans. But right now I'm actually joined by Cosatu's Provincial Secretary, Mr. Lethiwe Mdluli. Mr. Mdluli, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. Take us through why you're protesting today.
No, today we are protesting because we are concerned that we think that the forces that control the market and the government, in some of the decisions and the policies that they make, they do not consider really the plight that is facing the poor and the the masses on the ground, our grassroots. Especially when we talk about the rise in fuel price, we're not sure really if do they ever think what negative impact, what is it means to raise the fuel price to the poor people that are unemployed, to the poor people that are losing jobs, to the poor people that, as we speak now, even those that are still at work, but the employers are refusing to give them the salary rise, both in government and in private sector. So rising the cost of fuel, it means the rise in food prices, it means the rise in transport, it means the rise in other goods and services, and the livelihood of the working class, the poor people of our country is really face difficulty.
You're also protesting against the wages, the poor wages that you say South Africans have to face in this economy. Take us through what are you hoping and the memorandum that you're going to be delivering to the Premier's office.
Okay, on that one, it's part of the package that you are raising, because as Cosatu, we are not petty when we talk about the issue of fuel price increase. We are linking it to the challenges facing workers at the workplace. Currently, as we speak, the government has refused to increase the salaries for public servants who are government workers, the police, the nurses, the doctors, the teachers, and even the general employees in the public sector. That now has led to the private sector as well, refusing to increase the salaries of workers. They come to the bargaining chamber and they tell you we have zero budget increase. And so it means that the conditions of service, salaries of workers and benefits are downgraded. On the other hand, the cost of living is rising. So we are going to suffocate, we are going to face serious levels of poverty. So that's why, as Cosatu said, no, we need to come out and raise these issues sharply to say you need to address the other side as well. You must create jobs. You need to make sure that the national minimum wage that is not implemented, some of the employers, is being implemented for all workers. We need to make sure that as workers are negotiating this year in the public sector and even the private sector, they are given a reasonable rise in salaries so that they can face the challenges livelihoods that they are facing now. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, Masako, as you can see, it's a standstill here on the CBD, and basically what they're saying is that they need government to make a plan for those workers that are receiving poor wages and also find a way to cut the fuel levy. We will be heading to the Premier's office here in Durban, where the members of Cosatu will be handing in their memorandum at the Premier's office.
All right, Lethiwe Mdluli and the Durban CBD. Let's leave it there for now.